I'd like to make a motion to amend 2024-120, calling for the modernization of the OPRA Public Records Act and the swift passage of S 2930/A-4045.
Second. Ms. DeNoble?
Yes.
Mr. Gubatose?
Yes.
Ms. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Weber excused, Mayor Fox excused.
I was gonna have to stop while you do this.
Okay, so this is the discussion phase of voting on the amended resolution, and I'm going to read the amended resolution to the public. I'll try to read relatively quickly. I think you'll get a gist of where it's heading. But again, calling for the modernization of the Open Public Records Act and this, and actually, we've got to change the title and the veto of but beyond the title, everything else should be good. Whereas in 2002, lame duck session, the Open Public Records Act, OPRA, was approved to make government records readily accessible for inspection, copying, or examination by citizens of this state, with certain exceptions for the protection of the public interest while protecting a citizen's right to a reasonable expectation of privacy. And whereas in 2022, lame duck session, the Open Public Records Act, OPRA, was approved to make government records readily accessible for inspection, copying, or examination by the citizens of this state, with certain exceptions for the protection of the public interest, while protecting a citizen's right to a reasonable expectation of privacy. And whereas in the 20 years since the enactment of OPRA, with the advent of new technologies, we have witnessed unintended consequences, and in some cases, abuses of OPRA that place an unfair burden on local governments and taxpayers. And I'm going to pause here to say what I just read to you is what was issued last night, on Friday rather. It's the same wording. That's the introduction to this current state. You'll begin now to hear significant edits. And whereas we believe certain reforms are needed to address some of these unintended consequences and to create a more efficient and effective process that can ease the increasing burden on municipal staffs and budgets created by volume requesters, eliminate anonymous requesters, minimize exorbitant attorney's fees, and curtail the use of OPRA by outside businesses and interests who abuse OPRA for commercial profit. And whereas, despite its flaws, current OPRA regulations provide invaluable transparency rights and protections to our residents, which are the foundation of strong and efficient democracy, and assures that their government is fair, efficient, and working for the greater good. And whereas the approved bill S 2930/A-4045 would create unreasonable barriers for residents and journalists to access information that can uncover improper activity and wrongdoing in government. And whereas Bill S 2930/A-4045 allows government entities to sue OPRA requesters who they believe are abusing OPRA, and its intimidating effect will likely serve to deny people access to public records through fear of litigation. And whereas Bill S 2930/A-4045 is expected to cost New Jersey taxpayers $10 million to implement, and will add significant annual increases in salaries for the Government Records Council. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the governing body of the Borough of Bradley Beach in the County of Monmouth respectfully requests New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy to exercise his authority to veto Bill S 2930/A-4045, and be it further resolved, as local leaders, we reaffirm our support and commitment to open and transparent government and public access to records. And we believe that Bill S 2930/A-4045 will serve to erode the public's trust in government. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to Senate President Scutari, Assembly Speaker Coughlin, Senator Vin Gopal, Assemblywoman Margie Donlin, Assemblywoman Luann Peterpaul, Governor Murphy, and the New Jersey League of Municipalities. And that is the writing that has been created to replace the original version.
So let's make a motion to approve the,
And I made note of the change on the title.
Thank you.
Yep.
2024-120 amended version. Do I have a second?
Second,
Mr. Noble?
Yes.
Mr. Gubatose?
yes.
Ms. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Weber excused, Mayor Fox excused.